Oh shit. Logan is gone. Oh my god. They pulled it off. They got rid of Logan. Um, this tribal was crazy. I was left out of the vote, unfortunately. That really sucks. That makes me nervous because me and Ryron were the two left out of the vote, which means logically in our heads we're at the bottom. And so that's a very scary place to be. I don't think I've been at the bottom in this game. I think this is kind of a new position for me. I've pretty much played the middle the entire game, and so being on the bottom is a new experience, and I am freaking out. I am nervous. We are now in that final 7, and this is not the time to be starting to feel like I'm at the bottom.
So tribal didn't exactly go as planned. Mike and Kylie, of course, they lied to me yet again. So, yeah, Logan goes home. Not exactly the worst thing for my game, but definitely makes it a little harder. I knew as soon as I saw Logan gone that my next best step was going to be going to JT and Trevor. As much as I don't want to do that, I need to go talk to them because unfortunately my enemies are now my friends in this game, and I gotta hope that they can trust me even a little bit for just one vote.
I am still in this game, a second round in a row, and I'm getting votes. People are coming after me all the time, and I'm still here, so that's something. The votes really didn't go as I had thought they were going to go. I mean, like, Logan goes, and that's fine. I wasn't going to work with Logan anyway, unless he was, like, super desperate and was going to, like, help my game, which I don't know if that was, like, truly the case, and I don't truly trust Logan. He's crafty and he's smart, and so him not being here is fine, but, like, we were going in thinking that we were going to get rid of Ryron. And so our plan was we were going to split 3 votes on Ryron, 2 votes on Logan. And we put 3 votes, and Destiny decides to vote for Logan, and she was a Ryron vote. And so we were not sure what was happening at the moment, because it was supposed to be a tie between Ryron and I, and then we were just going to revote and take Ryron out, but there was a tie between Logan and I. And I was like, uh-oh, are we tying to, like, try and take me out? Are we leaving Logan in the game? Who's working with who? And so, like, I'm sitting there in the revote, like, nervous because, like, I don't know what's happening, and Logan is sitting there, like, acting all cocky and saying, like, ooh, I don't know what's going to happen, trying to, like, keep himself here, thinking that he knows exactly what's going on. But the votes are being read, and I get the 2 votes from Ryron and Tiara, which I knew I was going to get. I was just hoping that I would not get a third. I didn't get a third, and it ended up being 4-2. Logan goes home, and there was like a mini celebration afterward that Logan is no longer in this game.
Go. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Like, Logan's a great person. Logan, if and when you see this,
fucking go.
You are a great person.
Pass up
You
that
had,
opportunity? Are you fucking
yeah.
serious?
Oh my God.
No.
And Logan, I feel horrible
I don't give a shit what happens. Like, we have fucking blindsided
everyone.
everyone 3 votes in a row. Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Okay, so
This
now
is wild. Kylie, Kylie.
Okay, we're fixing to talk to JT and Trevor. We're gonna be like, obviously, Destiny voted Logan.
Oh, and did you see JT when Logan had the votes? He went like this. He went like he was like blowing off his gun. Like, JT, you voted Ryron. This is not your move. He's doing the same shit Logan did.
All right, so we just had tribal council, and this is our 4th tribal council since the merge, and it is the 4th blindside. And I am so freaking pumped about how it turned out. It went exactly how Mike and I had planned it. I think this is another one we can put into our pockets, add to our resume, and we got one of the biggest threats, Logan, out of this game. If he had an idol, he chose to not play it. I don't know if he had one or not, but either way, we took advantage of him being vulnerable and we took him out.
Heyo.
Hey, Sugar, how you? I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna be fully honest. I'm not even mad at you. I'm not even surprised. This is a scenario like I already ran through my head and figured was gonna happen. So, blindside, it was not.
Yeah, I know. So, I'm 100% transparency. You were the target because I feel like my game is better with Logan here, just due to threat level in general. You were the target, but
it wouldn't have worked if I was the target.
Someone got spooked.
Kylie.
And I'm gonna say no names. You know I don't snitch.
You can feel free to not say names. I'm aware.
And decided to do Logan instead. And so we decided last minute to do Logan, but to still keep a vote on you just in case.
Right. And you wanted to talk to Destiny because she was supposed to also vote Logan?
No.
Okay.
She was the piece that was gonna vote Logan anyway. I was trying to get a second vote on you.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So I was the one vote for you. It was my job was to vote for you. Everyone else was supposed to vote for Logan, but we needed to get a second vote on you, just in case some fuck shit happened with an extra vote, and mine was taken.
Right. Well.
But now, I mean, Logan's gone now, so I have to reevaluate how my game is gonna go because my threat level just skyrocketed like 500%.
And clearly, my apparent threat level is there too. So much so that my number one from day one, Kylie, won't even tell me a goddamn truth. So.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. I'm still here. We're still here.
I meant what I said. I'm not upset about that at all.
Yeah. I mean, like, I figured that, like, people thought that you were, like, still on, like, Logan's side. And so, like, I'm sure that they were just saying my name just to, like, not say anything else that would reveal anything else. So,
yeah.
It's understood.
I'm not upset about it. I'm like, I get it. Like, me and Logan were working together, but I've always wanted him gone. So
yeah, this worked out for us then.
It worked out just fine.
Yeah, except I was like dying at whenever the revote. I was like, because like it's so like you just like sit there and like I can't vote. Like it's with other people now, so I was like hyperventilating. So that was stressful, but we're still here.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I just talked with Ryron, and they brought up an interesting idea, and I kind of wanted to like get your take on it, because like I feel like Ryron is already like kind of like towards like the bottom ish, because like I think they were like super tight with Logan, at least that's what I thought.
Right.
And they brought up kind of like what would happen if like Ryron was to target Mike or Kylie, like for the next vote, because like I don't know, because like it's only 4 at this point. Like we only need like a majority of 4, and it's like at this point it's like, well, what's like the best thing for me? Because like I feel pretty good with like the 5 that we have been working with, but like my fear is that like if I'm 4 or 5, like I wouldn't be able to make it to the end if I'm 4 or 5, and like that's my fear.
Really? Because I assumed you would be like at the top of that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, because like my perception is that like JT and we're pretty close. I mean, like, but like I feel like people see like JT's just like more outgoing than I am, and they're just going to assume that he's doing everything.
Right.
And so that's not necessarily true. But like just because like I don't talk as much in crowded or like the Zoom calls, I feel like they're just going to assume that JT has been working plans. He's the one that's like making all of these moves, which not true, but like I think that's just the perception. It's like I don't want to feel like that I'm not near the top, and it also just like kind of worries me if like Mike and Kylie might have like replaced me only to like get them on our side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
What's going on? What's good?
Tree mail clearly touchy subjects.
It's obviously touchy subjects.
Yeah.
Like if
It's
not,
gotta be touchy
if it's
subject.
not, I would be shocked.
How are we gonna play it?
We're gonna put Ryron for everything.
I mean, do you think do that? I mean, like even if it said like female, you know what I mean? Like what girl or what guy? Like, do you think we?
I don't think they would do that with somebody with they them in the game.
Okay.
I know if I was hosting the game, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would. All my things would be like which player.
Okay.
That's just me. I don't know.
That would put us in a really shitty spot.
Right. That's what I was like. You know, what if they specify?
I mean, we could choose. We could do other people, someone else.
Yeah.
But I definitely think we should have a plan.
Agreed. I mean, do we just want to say like JT and Kylie? And if it is gender specific, we have a plan. Because it's not like it matters what the answers are. You know what I mean? Like if it's like, who would you not trust outside of the game? And we all put JT. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's no fun though. This game sounds so fun if we're actually being honest.
Do you want to have fun or do you want to win?
Yeah, no, I know. I'd rather Ryron not be safe, but
Exactly.
I do wish we could see like we should do one at the end of the game too. That way people don't have any like agenda.
We'll know their true answers, and then we can all get on afterwards and give our true answers.
I honestly think though, because we haven't been given a questionnaire, I think that this might be like Big Brother style majority rules.
What do you mean?
Like if you're in, like he'll ask the question, he'll give you 2 answers, 2 options.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the majority, you score a point.
Okay.
Because we weren't given a questionnaire.
Okay, so if that's the case, I wish these motherfuckers couldn't hear this recording right now. I don't want them knowing our plan. If that's the case, should we always choose one of the 4 of us? And even like go as far as being like alphabetical order, like always choose JT first. So if it's like JT and Kylie, you choose JT. If it's Kylie and Mike, alphabetical order, you choose Kylie. If it's Trevor and JT, you choose JT. You get what I'm saying?
Got it. I
And
like that
then-
idea.
Or we could just make it easier, and we could just do whatever the first name is. Like if he says, "Who do you trust the least in the game?"
Yeah,
Mike
always
or
choose
Tyler?
Yeah,
A.
Mike
Mike,
is the
you're
first
so
one he said.
smart. Why I always gotta complicate shit?
Always choose A.
You're always making a fucking code, Kylie. You're always like, if he says the number 3 at all during tribal council, we need to vote Destiny.
All right, welcome, Final 7. Are you all ready for tonight's immunity challenge?
Yes.
Okay, first things first, JT. Take it back.
No, I want to keep it.
Okay, once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For tonight's challenge, you're all asked to get yourself a pen and some paper because tonight you guys are going to learn some new things about each other. Interesting things. Because tonight is touchy subjects. So
Yeah. My thing.
So here's how this is going to work. I will drop the touchy subjects forms in the tribe chat and the Zoom chat. I will give you a few minutes to write down your answers. These will remain under your own answers. So once you put in on your own personal opinion on who you believe that these said people fits under these specific categories, then once you already have your answers in, then after when we tally the results, you must figure out what the group said. Then, from that point forward, each of you will have 3 S's next to your name. The S's mean safety. Once you run out of S's, you will be vulnerable at Tribal Council. Last person left standing with an S wins safety and individual immunity, and also a chaos coin for themselves. Losers Tribal Council, somebody will be the 5th member of our jury. Okay, I have tallied the results, so keep in mind you know your own answers. Now you need to mark down what the group said. Here we go. Here is one of the questions. I will read them in random order. So here we go. Who do you trust with your life? Who would you trust with your life? Everybody reveal.
I can't really see.
Okay. The correct answer. Destiny, keep yours up, please. Everyone keep your answers up. Okay. The correct answer was Ryron, which means everybody except Ryron and Tiara get 1 strike. So we will go down to the order on my screen. So JT, get the licks.
I'm gonna chop Tiara.
Tiara takes the licks. We'll go to Kylie.
Tiara.
Tiara with the 2nd licks. We'll now go over to Destiny.
Ryron.
Ryron takes the licks. Trevor.
I will go Ryron.
Ryron with the 2nd licks. Ryron and Tiara with 1 licks left. Mike.
Ryron.
Ryron, first person out of the challenge. Ryron, turn your screen off, please. Okay, so with this round, we lost our first person.
This picture is sickening, Ryron. I just want you to know that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next question. Who has no chance at winning this season? Everybody reveal. Everyone says Ryron except Tiara, who says herself. The correct answer were 2 answers, actually, were Ryron and Destiny. Both are tied with most amount of votes.
Y'all eat my fucking ass.
Okay, we'll do reverse order on my screen, so Mike, you're first.
I don't know. I guess I'll go with JT because he won last time. Sorry, JT.
JT takes the licks. Trevor.
Can't take one from Rob. Mike, I'm coming after you.
Mike takes the licks. Destiny.
Oh, shit. I'll give one to Trevor. We can just fucking start handing them to each other, I guess.
Trevor takes the licks. Kylie.
JT, sorry, boo.
JT takes the second licks. JT, you have 2 people to pay back.
Kylie.
Kylie takes the licks. Next question.
This is cutthroat, guy.
Who has the biggest ego? Who has the biggest ego? Everybody reveal. JT, Ryron. The correct answer, there was a tie. It was Ryron and JT, so everybody gets a licks. So this is going to be a messy round. We're going to go backwards again. JT.
Mike.
Mike takes another hit. Kylie.
Tiara.
Tiara first person out, but Tiara, you're not out. You still get another licks. Who do you want to take out with you? You're on mute.
JT.
JT goes out with Tiara. So JT and Tiara both turn your screens off. Thank you. Destiny.
Can I have a lick tally?
Okay, so here is the tally. Kylie with 2, Destiny with 3, Trevor with 2, Mike with 1.
I'll just give one to Trevor.
Trevor down to 1.
You can give me one, Trevor.
Trevor, your shot.
Back at you. Right back at you. Destiny.
Destiny making it even. Mike.
I haven't given one yet. I guess. Shit. I don't know. I'll give it to Trevor. Sorry, Trevor.
Trevor's out of the challenge. We are now down to 3. Kylie, Destiny, and Mike. Next question. Who is most likely to be a better juror? Who is most likely to be a better juror? Everybody reveal. Everyone says Ryron. The correct answer was Ryron. So we're going all 3 taking a licks. We'll go in the order of my screen backwards. So we'll go to Mike first.
I'll give one to Destiny.
Destiny.
I don't think there's any chance you can hate me anymore.
Destiny.
I will give one to Mike. Eat my ass specifically.
Okay, so this is where this happens because Kylie still has her hit and Destiny you have 1 hit left, which means Kylie has no other choice.
Sorry, Destiny.
Which means Kylie wins individual immunity.
Congratulations, Kylie.
Thank you.
Congrats, Kylie.
Congrats,
Sorry,
Kylie.
Trevor, sorry for cutting you. I thought that they were going to go after each other because I had one too. I only had one left.
I was all the answers. Whoever came up with that plan is brilliant.
I wanted me to be the ego one, but whatever.
Okay, Kylie, here you go. Individual immunity is yours.
Thanks.
So Kylie is safe tonight, safe for the next upcoming tribal council. As for the rest of you, somebody is going to be voted out tomorrow night. Grab your stuff, head on back. See you all tomorrow for tribal.
I don't know what they're going to do. I think JT and Trevor could join up with Tiara and Ryron and vote me out, or we could get them on our side and vote JT out. I just want to get a gauge for like where everyone's at as far as what they would want to do for final three. You know, I know like you and Tiara are probably still close, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we have to be, right? Everyone lied to us.
yeah, exactly. So Tiara is probably in your final three plans because you could beat Tiara, I think.
I think anyone could beat it, Tiara or Destiny.
Yeah, I think so too. So what about the third person?
I don't know. I don't know, because right now I know that I don't want it to be JT or Trevor.
Yeah, well, why not Trevor?
I feel like Trevor is just as good as JT. It's just right now JT is the perceived ringleader. But in the end, Trevor can claim all of the same things that JT claimed.
Gotcha. But if it's JT and Trevor in the final three, then JT wins, though.
100%. So
Yeah.
I don't think Trevor would bring JT to the end.
I honestly think he will. I really do.
I don't think he will.
He's a smart guy, but he's a loyal guy. They're like best friends in real life now.
Once they start reading off the questions and people start putting their answers, I start to realize that there was a plan to put me down for every single one. Yeah. So that happened. I'm the first one eliminated, and I just have to sit there and watch while my name is chosen for literally every single question. It kind of sucked. It kind of felt shitty to see, and but I ultimately know it's a game, and like that was like a good call, but like it really sucked.
Like, let's say JT goes home now. JT obviously would be number one. Like,
Okay.
He's the riskiest people to win the game, including you and me.
I'm going to be very honest about how I answer this, because it's not a very normal question that you would ask people in a game like this.
No.
I'm never going to answer it truthfully.
What do you mean?
I'm never going to answer that question with the truth. And no
Why?
one is. I don't think anyone would. You'd be silly to literally lay out who you want to be in the end to everybody.
So it's JT then me then.
That's a very interesting assumption. I just basically told you I think it's JT and then Trevor, but okay.
Gotcha.
I will say that answering this question is a death trap, and I don't trust you enough to give you the answer.
Okay, I appreciate that. And just so you know, I was just asking for my own like information. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna go run.
Well, yeah,
everybody.
that very well could be true, but
you can't trust that. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's all good.
But like, what exactly have we built trust on yet? Like, we still have much more trust to build with each other.
For sure.
Like, I definitely want to work with you this round, and
we have to
go.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I'm playing my own game, and giving people information like that could ruin that. You know, it's like I wouldn't expect you to tell me that shit.
Yeah. No, don't think I'm like mad at you for not telling me that. I'm just more asking on like a fun level. You know what I mean? I don't really care. Honestly, like I was talking to JT last night, and he was telling me all these scenarios about how I would lose to like you, and how I would lose to Kylie, and like how I would basically lose to everybody but him. And I just realized that like I made it way further than I thought I would in this game. I haven't played in like 2 or 3 years. And I didn't expect to go far at all. So I'm not saying I don't want to win, but I'm so like proud of myself for
Hell yeah.
making it this far. Because this cast was like kick ass, you know what I mean?
And for the record, I do think you'd beat Kylie.
You do?
Yeah.
Problem that I'm having lately, where it's that I can't feel like I can trust anybody but Tiara. And I have to trust someone, especially now that Logan's gone. I have to find other people to trust. And that's been kind of a struggle. I'm not even gonna lie. Mike, I think, may think I'm on the plan, to get out JT, but JT is also really freaking paranoid right now.
I don't trust them whatsoever. Because they knew good and fucking well that we should have won immunity. They knew that. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yep.
I'm like totally on the work with Ryder.
But and like Mike almost like sealed his own fate, honestly, by like giving immunity to Kylie. Like the only person that Ryron would want to go after now is Mike. Kylie's immune.
I loved that strategy. I just want to say that I loved it. I don't know who came up with it, but I don't care. It was so fun. Because I tried to come up with something else, and no one listened to me. So,
so what are your ideas, Ryron? What would you like?
I want Mike gone.
Okay.
Point blank period.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. I'm willing to hear anything else. Kylie won, or I'd say Kylie's on the chopping block too.
Yeah, I feel like
they're all saying you, so I know they're probably lying to me.
I feel like they knew what they were doing when they chopped us.
Yes.
And it would have been better if not Kylie had won.
That's true. Because I would have been like, yes, let's get rid of Kylie.
So we don't need Kylie. Because we can do it with just us and one of the girls.
Correct. I believe that Tiara will do what I ask her to do. So if you believe that about Destiny, then we have two people. That's even more secure.
Before we say anything groundbreaking. No, I when it was between like you had 1S, I had 1S, and they both had 2. I thought that the smart thing to do would be to go for you. You would be gone, and then them two would go after each other. But Destiny got pissed when I voted her because Josh made me go first. So if they would have let Destiny go first, Destiny would have voted Kylie, who had 2. Then Kylie would have voted Destiny, who had 2, and it would have been 1-1-1, and I would have had a chance. But I went first. JT,
Ryron and Tiara didn't win, so
yeah. JT, did I play that dumb? Why? What should I have done?
You should have. In touchy subjects, when you're doing chops, you just do whoever you want to not win. Period. Doesn't matter how many they have or when they go. That's why I went ahead and cut Kylie, even though I knew that Tiara was going to cut me, because I was going to get cut regardless. Because because if you get it right, you still get to go, even if you die. So I knew Tiara was going to cut me regardless. So there's no point in cutting her because Kylie's going to cut her because I'm first. So there's no point because I knew I was going to get cut anyway.
Gotcha. But I didn't know I was going to get cut though. You know what I mean?
I guess. But you just automatically you have to, when you play feature reference, when you play touchy subjects, cut the people it doesn't matter how many they have, cut their ass.
Oh yeah, I cut Ryron twice. Yeah. I cut Ryron out of the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? But then once it came down to the other, I was like, okay, well, I got to start chopping these people down.
Did we just break the game by just voting Ryron the whole time?
We did break the game.
I kind of wish we actually just played it out. I would have been eager to know like what people think, you know?
Bro, let me tell you something. Did you see my message that I sent you about fucking Mike?
Yeah, Mike knew. Oh.
How? Because I didn't say anything to them.
I didn't say anything. Like I didn't even talk to him until like a couple hours ago on my way back from school, and like he didn't even mention anything to me.
So either Ryron's blowing smoke up our asses, or it's clear that that's what they would do. What's the tea? What's happening?
As far as I know, the plan is supposed to be to vote out Mike.
Yeah, and apparently Mike is gunning for me.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You've been pitching my name to Ryron and Tiara.
Me?
And I've been pitching your name to them too, so don't worry.
Absolutely. Like I told you. I'm not an idiot, but fuck, of course I have.
And when you said, why are you saying my name? I'm like, well, if I say anybody else's name, then they're going to be like, oh, Mike's a bigger liar than I thought.
So, what's the plan? Were we doing a vote split? Because that makes no sense.
Oh yeah, that's what I need to know. I haven't talked to barely anyone. I just talked to Tiara for like 3 minutes, and then you guys were like, "Let's get on call." I was like, "All right, you sugar, gotta go."
What'd she say?
Typical Tiara. She was just like, "I'm not sure. I don't know.
I agree.
I agree with you. I'm not sure we should do yet. I don't know. I have to talk to Ryron. I haven't really talked to anyone all day. It's my mom's birthday, so we were like out to dinner and stuff, and just typical Tiara."
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. We can literally
Sorry.
I was gonna say we can literally do the exact same plan as last time. Whoever they put their votes on, it doesn't matter. A 2-3-2.
I mean, well, we got to make sure that Destiny's in on the fucking plan, because last time she voted out Logan and she wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
True. Which we could put Destiny voted.
Which I still don't understand how that happened, but that's just me.
I'm happy about it, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm fucking happy about that.
I guess.
I mean, Ryron going home or Logan? I mean, Logan. Like,
it is less chaotic without Logan here, I will say that.
Yeah.
Kind of boring.
There's nobody that like speaks so highly of themselves now that they're here.
So how I feel about JT is, like, on a personal level, I love JT. He's somebody that I definitely want to be friends with. He's one of the most charismatic people I've ever met. You're just instantly drawn to him. But that's also why JT can't stay in the game. And I've been willing to work with him for basically the whole merge, minus one vote. But it's now down to so few people. There's only 7 of us left. And JT's an immunity threat. And he's a social threat. He's a strategic threat. He's all around a good player. And also, he has the perception of having the game in the bag. And even though I feel like I've played a better game than JT, perception is reality. And if the jury thinks JT's playing the best game, then JT needs to go visit his fans in the jury.
Okay, so interesting news. I talked to Kylie.
Okay.
At first, we started talking about like what our plan was as this big group that we had from the last couple votes. And so we were talking about like, hey, the vote's gonna be Ryron. Should we split? Should we not split? I don't know. What do we think? We never like truly came to a decision, but like we were both like dead set on Ryron. And then a little bit later, I was like, so Kylie, I want to ask you maybe a hypothetical question. By no means does this have to become a reality, but it's something that I've been thinking. And I was like, what would happen if JT was like no longer in this game? He doesn't have immunity now. And she was like totally on board for a vote on you. And so like she was like, oh, that's a really great thought. I mean, like JT and Ryron are probably still the 2 biggest threats in this game. I mean, like this is totally hypothetical, but like JT doesn't have immunity, and like I don't know like where he's at, or like is this a time? Is this not a time? Am I just like, did Mike get to me? Like, is he trying to like do this? And so it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, and I think like everybody still wins, but at the same time, are there even numbers for him to like send him out? Like, I don't know like where Ryron would be at. Like, so like I haven't even talked with anybody about this, and so it's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't even know like where.
So, I mean, there's been so much stuff that has come out this round, like, and I wasn't even going to say anything to JT about it because it's, you know, like, obviously we're getting to that point where there's just not very many numbers. But, you know, JT told me about his talk with Ryron, and how Ryron was like, "Oh, Kylie, da 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 da," and like threw me under the bus.
Yeah.
But then Ryron told me the flip side of the conversation that JT doesn't tell, and that's that JT threw me under the bus to them, and it's like, okay. And I mean, I know that it's getting to that point where, you know, obviously 4 of us can't be at the end.
3 will sit at the end, so.
And maybe only 2.
Right. That's the point of where we were trying to like find people to figure out how this vote is going to work. And she believes that Ryron and Tiara will vote you regardless, which is interesting because we thought that Ryron and Tiara would vote for Kylie or Mike, whoever didn't win immunity. So I guess that tells us that Kylie has been in contact with them about voting for you at some point, but I don't know when or about what. But she also said maybe we can make the plan of it being me, Kylie, Mike, and Destiny, using that 4 as a majority, and then taking out JT. We don't even need Ryron. We don't even need Tiara. It does not matter where they vote because the 4 of us will come together to take out JT. And I was like, ooh, that sounds perfect. I doubt he has an idol. I doubt he has anything. And she's like, this could be the move of the whole entire game. So she told me, she was like, I need to talk to Mike, and she's going to talk to Destiny. And like, that is kind of where it's hinging right now. Because if she does not talk to Destiny, that tells me that she's talking with Ryron and Tiara, and she's going to try and use them to vote for you. But if she does talk to Destiny and tries to get Destiny to go along with this plan, then it can work. Because like how I see it is Mike and Kylie will vote for you.
Okay.
And the next piece of the puzzle is getting Tiara and Ryron to vote for each other. I don't know how we'll do it just yet. And then that would leave me, you, and Destiny as a majority, taking out whoever we want, and it's most likely going to be Mike, just out of the people.
Well, the thing is, we have options when it comes to them voting each other. They could vote each other, or they could vote Mike.
Or they could even vote me. They just cannot vote you.
Correct. They just can't vote me.
Yes.
So, what if this is just an idea? What if I get Tiara on board and say, hey, I'm gonna get, no, that doesn't work because Destiny is already trying to get her to vote Mike. Destiny really thinks Tiara's gonna vote Mike. So if
she is, like, that would be perfect. Like, if Tiara's gonna vote Mike, then doesn't even matter where Ryron votes, because that would be 4 of us voting for Mike, which is a majority regardless.
Yeah. So if I vote Mike, you vote Mike, Destiny votes Mike, Tiara votes Mike, Kylie votes for me, Ryron votes for me.
Mike votes
for me. Yeah, Mike votes for me. So it really doesn't matter. And then now, when I come after Kylie with every breath in my body next week, she'll have nothing to say. Because when I tell you, if I survive tonight and Kylie doesn't win tomorrow, her ass is out of here, bro.
This is like when I feel like these decisions are coming through me. So here's the tea, and it may make absolutely no sense, but it's starting to like line up in my brain of how I see things. So JT and I are worried that we don't have Kylie and Mike on our side. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to go to Kylie and Mike and throw out the other person's name to see what, like, Kylie and Mike, if they say like, hey, let's just use Ryron and Tiara, let's combine forces and go after the others, okay? And that will say to us that they have Ryron and Tiara in their pockets that they can use.
So I got wind that Mike was gonna try to make a move tonight. So Trevor and I came up with a plan to test this theory and see if Kylie would go with it. And she fell for our trap like a fat man in a bakery with 100% off coupon. Like, she ate it up. Like, she was like, let's do it. He thinks we're doing Ryron, Bazabazi Splee. So they think that they have the votes to do me. They don't. There's only they don't have 3 votes. Sorry, it's only gonna be 2 votes because Destiny's voting with us. So it'll be 5 on Mike, blindside. Finally on you. This is what you get for blindsiding everyone on the fucking jury. Literally, Mike has blindsided every single person that's on the jury. And then 2 on me. And then Kylie's gonna be in this game with the face because she, like, girl, we all decided together as a group, we would all work together, get out Ryron and Tiara, finish the other side, and then we'll go after each other. But no, she wanted to jump the gun, her and her friend Mike. So Mike's going home tonight. Now we want to make sure that we absolutely have the votes for sure. I'm like 98% sure that we have the votes for Mike, but just to make sure, since I've been bluffing this advantage, this fake advantage I have that I haven't told anyone what it was, I'm gonna bluff it tonight at Tribal. And when Josh is like, does anyone have anything else to say? I'm gonna flip the script after playing all nice. Like, I know that Ryman's going home. I'm gonna flip the script, say somebody talked. So I guess I'm gonna have to play my advantage. I was trying to take it to final Tribal and say that I didn't have to use it, but y'all pulled it out of me. Somebody in your group has a big mouth. And hopefully that'll put some doubt in to Kylie's mind about Tiara and Ryron, which will help us in the future rounds. So I just went on my over app. This is why I love having my own game and like being a prod member of my own game and creating powers and advantages, because I have some apps and some like stock photos and some like paid for some good fonts to make some real legit shit. And I know how shit is worded in games and stuff like that. So I mean, this looks like a fucking legit ass advantage, and I wanted to make sure I made it look not quite like the idle halves, but also like not quite like exactly like the advantages from like last season, because I know like Josh likes to take like an image and then put the text over it, and I wanted to make sure we stayed in the jungle theme or in the safari theme, so that's why I picked the lion. So hopefully people buy it. I don't fucking know if they will or they won't, but hopefully they do. It's worth a shot.
We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Case, Antonio, who couldn't attend, Bill, and Logan voted out at the last tribal council. So, first order of business, Kylie, you won individual immunity in the touchy subjects. How does it feel knowing you're 1 spot guaranteed into the finale?
Well, it feels good, obviously, to not have to worry about the vote in terms of it coming towards me. But there's still a lot to be done in figuring out where the votes are going.
Oh, so you're saying that this vote, you have no clue where the vote is going to go this round?
No.
Wow. So, Trevor, if that's being the case with so many little people left. What do you do to make sure the vote doesn't go on you tonight?
Essentially, you try and talk to as many people as you can and try and lock down a plan with anybody who wants to make a plan. And then you try and go forward from there, and hopefully the plan sticks and the last person you talk to is somebody who's on your side.
Okay. JT, you're laughing. What's up?
No, then I'll just wait till you get to my question. That's fine.
Okay. So Ryan, in touchy subjects, all of the answers, every single one of them, you were the majority on every single category, from the best person to win the game, or the most likely person to win the game, to the next person being voted off, to most likely to stab you in the back. You had everything. So what does that tell you when you're going against like the rest of the players in the game, and including the jury, because they're going to take that into account later when they go into final tribal council?
Sounds to me like I'm very popular, and also that it was a brilliant plan, and whoever came up with it, honestly, good on you. I think what's most important is I don't think that me being picked for every answer is going to really affect this tribal council.
Why do you say that?
Well, and you know what? I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, because all the plans that I've been told these past 2 tribals have been bullshit. But it doesn't sound like it's going to be me tonight.
Wow. So,
Being stupid.
Okay, JT, now I really want to ask you a question. So, last tribal council, you were very adamant about wanting Logan out. He's now on the jury. So, so who's your new target now?
It's no secret. I've been trying to get Ryron out before Logan. Like, Ryron's gonna win this game. Like, he has so many friends on the jury. Like, everyone knows that's where I'm voting. Like, it's no secret. Like, I don't get it. I'm just annoyed because, like, last minute, like, I'm hearing, like, tweet little birdie on the shelf that I could be the vote because someone's trying to, like, do jury management. And if I'm the vote, that means you need Trevor. And if Trevor votes me out, I'm gonna be pissed. Period.
Who's trying to make you the vote?
I don't know. I'm not. Somebody's trying to do some jury management, and they told me a little something, and they said that the votes are there, and it pisses me off. But
Who?
I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't matter. But the point is that I'm not going anywhere because I have this. Let me send it to me. I have this little ditty that I've been holding on to for a while. That is the last time I can use this tonight. It's the Lions Legacy Advantage. And tonight's the last night I can use it. So I will be using that when the votes are read. Period.
And what does that do?
It saves me. I can only use it at 7, 9, or 11. And this is the last time I can use it.
Good.
Wow. So, Mike, what appears to be a Lions Legacy Advantage was played in the main chat. So what do you say towards that now?
I actually have something to say.
Oh, Ryron, okay.
As someone who has received a disadvantage, I know what they look like. I'm not sure if that's really going to fool anybody.
Well, I know that I received not only an idol, but an advantage, and they look very different to me. And this one matches all the other advantages that I've seen, so we'll see.
Well, Josh, you asked me the question, and what I have to say is who I said I'm voting, and that does not change. But what's my original question? Because I'd love to answer that.
So your question was, a Lions Legacy Advantage was played in the main chat, and JT is very adamant saying that he's not going home. So does that throw in a little wrench into your plans for tonight, or no?
No, I'm happier now.
But you're happier now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Tiara. So earlier in the question period, like JT mentioned the fact on jury management. So at what point do you make the move that more so benefits your game, but also you want to receive their votes at the end? Because you still got a few more rounds to go.
I think that's been the case since Merge. You know, once Merge hit, you realize that everyone you're playing with is either going to be sitting with you in Final 3 or they're going to be on jury. So I think we've been past the point where you need to be thinking about how to get rid of targets and get rid of anyone who's threatening your game, but also be able to justify getting your votes at the end.
Okay. Well, I am good with questions on my end. If anybody has any final words, call somebody out, or...
I have a final word. If you know, you know.
Wow.
That's it.
Thinking, you know. All right.
I would like a breakout room with Ryron.
Okay. I will set one up. 1 second.
I don't really think I need to discuss. I'm ready to vote.
Okay. One at a time, I'll put you each into the breakout room where you'll cast your vote on who you want to send to the jury. It is time to vote. JT, you're up.
I don't know. This is about to be a shit show. But I vote for Mike with the smiley face.
We are going to be friends after this, whether you like it or not, but it's either you or me tonight, let's be real. I'm voting JT.
Since you didn't say that it was a real advantage that JT's still eligible to be voted for.
Tonight, my vote is for Mike. Mike, you're a heck of a player, but you ranked every single person on their chance to win. Your name was above mine. I have the numbers to take you out now, so tonight you've got to go.
I'll go tally the votes.
All right.
JT dropped a Lions Legacy advantage in the main chat. If anybody else has a hidden immunity or they like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. The rules of Survivor state that if somebody plays a hidden immunity item, any votes cast against that person will not count, and the person with the next highest number of votes will be voted out. That is not a hidden immunity item. That Lion Legacy advantage doesn't exist. Any votes cast towards JT will still count.
Logan, move over!
So once I reveal the vote, the decision is final. Person voted off up to the tribal council area needed. All right, the votes. First vote. JT. One vote JT. Mike. One vote JT, one vote Mike. JT. Two votes JT. One vote Mike. Mike. That's two votes JT, two votes Mike. Mike. That's three votes Mike, two votes JT. 13th person, voted as Survivor Pandemic Survivor Silvercrest and the 5th member vote jury. Mike. Mike, that's 4 tonight. That's enough. You have 30 seconds to say goodbye.
If JT makes it to the end, I am voting for him, especially after tonight. I mean, come on, guys. Host, great game. I cannot wait to talk to Bill and Logan and the jury. I love you guys. I love this entire cast.
I love you, Mike.
I love you too. JT, if you make it to the end, I'm voting for you to win. And Trevor, wake up, man. All right. Good night, guys. Love you.
Mike, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Can't. That's crazy, Kylie. That is real crazy.
It's about damn time.
All
That's
right.
real.
What do you do?
That's crazy.
Mike spoke no lies. JT will win. Ryron, you know it. You've been saying it.
I don't know anything you tell me is
The-
true.
The moment came, not that I said that it was true. You said it was true. You've been saying it. You've been saying how dumb I am to not vote out JT. Here was your opportunity, and like
Here
Mike
was my
said,
opportunity to be at the
JT
bottom of a
wins.
3-person alliance.
Okay. Well,
Here was my opportunity to lose the game so you can win.
why would that make you lose the game? That puts you in a better position. You're in
No,
no
it
I'm
better-
doesn't.
No, it
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't. Kylie, you're gonna beat all of us if you're in the end, bro. You're
You're
gonna
in
literally
no
wipe
better position, Ryron. You're not in any
You're
better
gonna wipe
Good.
the floor
All I
with
got-
us.
all I
Kylie.
got to say-
Great.
I just got voted out. It sucks, to be voted out at Final 7. It's flattering. I'm going to tell the jurors that Kylie controlled me, just that hopefully Kylie wins, because Kylie's like a great friend at this point. Yeah, I gave this game everything, so I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at.